Today I'm giving an update on the HyFix Geodnet Space Weather Station. The Geodnet token started trading in August of this year, so we're finally seeing some mining results from this HyFix Geodnet Weather Station. So I want to share with you my initial profitability results I'm seeing so far. I did do an initial unboxing and review of this miner when I received it back in May of 2022. I'll link that video in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. For those of you that may not be familiar with the Geodnet project, let's start off with a quick background. So what is Geodnet? Geodnet is the Global Earth Observation Decentralized Network. It is a decentralized network of space weather mining stations that report the real-time influence of the sun's solar winds on the global navigation satellite system signals. This data is commonly used to accurately correct GNSS, which is GPS and other navigational satellite signals, provide centimeter level positioning accuracy, and improve absolute time accuracy to nanosecond level. Traditional applications for this data include automotive autonomous navigation, agricultural construction vehicle machine control, earthquake geohazard monitoring, and traditional land survey. Blockchain applications include decentralized mapping, metaverse digital twins, location-aware smart contracts, and proof of location and time. So I know that was a mouthful there, but really what I took from it is the Geodnet network is trying to take into account space weather data in terms of trying to improve our global GPS networks so that for real-time practical uses, we can have more accurate data. So next, let's look at the miner that I currently have that I run on this Geodnet network. I have this HyFix Mobile CM Space Weather Station. It's currently priced for $495. When I purchased it earlier this year, it was cheaper at the time. It was $395. So it looks like the price has been increased since then. But I will link this in the description of this video below if you're interested in purchasing this miner. So I do have mine attached to the roof of my house. I have my helium hotspot antenna, which is the large black antenna you're seeing here. I have my space weather station attached to the side of that. And then on top of my antenna, I have my Weather XM miner. So as you can see from this picture here, there are some trees obstructing the horizon. My intention is to move this whole setup to the very peak of my roof in the future to prevent this obstruction. But based on the initial mining results I'm seeing so far, I'm not getting dinged substantially in terms of my earnings for this obstruction. It's really only probably 40 degrees that's being partially obstructed by these trees. All right, if we look at the map of this Geodnet network, there are currently 1,428 miners registered, 87.4% are stable, 4.4 unstable. We've got 2.4 that are new, and then we have 5.7% that are offline. So I have seen this network grow pretty substantially over the last couple months as people have started to receive their miners and they're onboarding them onto the network. And I think it helps that Geodnet, the token, is now live, so now people are actually earning actual earnings results for these miners. If we look at my miner's details, my miner is currently active. It's been online for just over 25 days, and we've earned 1,137 Geodnet tokens so far. So my miner's only been online for 25 days, and that is much shorter than a lot of other people on this network. And that's really driven by two things. Number one, my initial setup for this miner was incorrect. I got an email from the Geodnet team saying they were not receiving any data from my miner, and upon further investigation, I realized I had plugged it in incorrectly. So I fixed that, and that fixed the issue. And then the other reason is when the Geodnet token went live, I did not immediately set it up with my MetaMask wallet. I think that delayed some of the initial earnings that I could have received if I had set it up right away. There's so many projects that I'm involved in and managing. A lot of times things kind of fall through the cracks, and I'm not monitoring every project probably as closely as I should be. All right, next, let's quickly look at the Geodnet token on CoinMarketCap. The Geodnet token has been trading since August 10th of this year. So we've got just over 2 months of trading activity for this token so far. It's currently trading at just over 5 cents per token. And you can see down here below, the token has been fluctuating anywhere between about 4 cents and 6 cents since its initial launch 2 months ago. So I think that's very promising that we're not seeing a complete collapse in the price since the launch, especially since the rest of the crypto market, has kind of been on shaky ground these past several months. So I think that is promising that we're seeing a steady price and maybe even a price increase here since the initial launch of the token. So a couple things to note, there's no current market cap listed for the Geodnet token on CoinMarketCap. And the other thing that I found interesting is there's no real exchanges yet to trade Geodnet tokens. I did try QuickSwap yesterday to see if I could do a test transaction to try to swap out some of my GEOD tokens, and I was unable to find the GEOD token on the QuickSwap application. So I don't know if it's just the very low volume or what was driving not being able to find the GEOD token there. That did kind of concern me, but I also understand that this coin is still brand new and it'll probably take a while for trading activity to start to develop on multiple platforms. You can see here the volume per day is very, very small at this point. So it doesn't really surprise me that I was unable to find this coin on QuickSwap. So one thing I do want to note here is the Geodnet team did make an announcement this morning that they are actually suspending token rewards for the next 2 days, and that's due to some fluctuations in the Polygon fees on their network, and they're trying to come up with a solution, so they're suspending rewards for 2 days. I'm not very concerned about this announcement. Pretty confident that the team will be able to come with a solution here, so it's not a real big deal to me that we're not seeing rewards over the next 2 days, and that will be compensated later for those that halt and rewards. And that halt and rewards may be what's driving the difference in the total reward that I'm seeing on my miner dashboard on the Geodnet website of 1,137 GEOD tokens. In my MetaMask wallets, which is showing 1,039 Geodnet tokens. So it looks like I'm short about 2 days of Geodnet tokens. Next, let's go through my mining results I'm seeing so far for my HyFix Geodnet weather station. So online so far, I've been online for 25 days. We have total GEOD rewards of 1,133 GEOD tokens. So a GEOD rewards per day of 45.34 GEOD. At a current price of 5.05 cents per GEOD, we're looking at total rewards of $57.25 and total rewards per day of $2.29. At a purchase cost of $395, which is the cost that I purchased it for back in January, we're looking at a break-even days of 172 days or 5.7 months. If we change that purchase cost to the current cost of the miner, we're looking at a break-even days of 216 days or 7.2 months. So a break even of 6 to 7 months is really good in my mind, especially when you consider the current market environment and you're comparing against other miners that we're seeing out there today. A couple other items I want to bring up. The team has updated their token supply and unlock schedule on their website. I did notice that this breakdown of the different allocation of tokens has changed from my initial video that I did back in May. It appears that 5% has moved from ecosystem to mining, 10% moved from investor to mining, and 20% moved from foundation to mining. So I don't know if it's an actual change in these percentage allocations or maybe just a change in classification in the way that they're showing on their website. Another thing I noticed is they did remove the detailed token unlock schedule from their website. The initial schedule showed a very high inflation in terms of the Geodnet tokens being issued over the next several years. And the fact that they decided to just completely remove that from the website kind of concerns me, because a very high inflation rate in terms of tokens could put some severe pressure on the value of the token over time. I'm not sure the reasoning of why they would remove that from the website, and I hope they're not just trying to be shady here and try to hide it from public view. So I know this project is still very new. The GEOD token has only been trading for just over 2 months now, and the miner's only been up and running for about 25 days. But the initial results I'm seeing with this miner look promising at earning over $2 per day. That's very good compared to a lot of other miners that I'm seeing right now. A lot of my miners I had to turn off because they're unprofitable, or when you just compare to the helium miners, which the profitability has decreased substantially compared to what we were seeing about a year ago. So it looks like a promising project. I'll continue to monitor it and provide updates as we learn more. Let me know if you're involved in this project, if you have any questions or concerns about the project, about anything I didn't cover here. I'm interested to see what other people's thoughts are on this project. If you want to learn more about crypto mining, check out one of my videos here.